Oh, okay. Um, I think the audio works. Is that seems like a thing? Yeah. Cool. Okay. And then I press buttons, right? That's all I have to do, and then the internet starts. So um, yeah. Oh, slow fade into real. Okay. Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm Jake, and this is the Attack Staffcast from the Attack Northwest Studio. Whoa! Oh, yay! I'm alone here. Hi, and welcome to the Staffcast. So, you know, welcome. I want to do this here with you. So, uh, we can go right into stuff. We got questions in the Topotswicks, and there's moderators in the moderation booth. Can you see me? Am I visualized? Is that a thing that's working? Let's go ahead and press the live button. Okay, so it is working. Great. Um, Look, I'm not gonna lie. This is a little stressful to do by yourself, because as of an hour ago, this space didn't look good enough for a stream. But now, it's the best space for a stream, including that fancy garage door, those pillows, that easel. Oh, look at that. It's a little 2-minute drawing of the attack logo in Oregon. I didn't have a lot to work with there. So, how are you? Do we have chat going? Chat? Anybody? Chatty chat? Oh, okay. So we got like 28 people. Oh, there's 28 people in here. That's awesome. You guys are all patrons, so thank you for being patrons. You're amazing. You, and you, and you. You in the back. I see that. I see that, and I'm not okay with it. Nah, I'm okay with it. That's better. All right. So, in the Topotswick, today I will be giving away something from my overstuffed pile of shit. Not It's not shitty stuff. It's just I have too many things. I don't like things. So I'm gonna give away a thing that I will ship to you for my favorite question. That's gonna happen. All you need to do at the end is DM me on Discord your shipping address. That's it. And I will also send you some arsenic. No, not arsenic. What's the thing? Blueberries. I meant blueberries, not arsenic. Very different. Okay, so question from Windy City Kid 89 on Discord in the Topotswick channel. What do we have here? Hmm. Okay, so since it's the Jake doing Staffcast, my question is: since you like to run, when/where was your favorite run that you can remember? That's really tough, man. So I do like to run. I have run 12 marathons and I run a lot of 10Ks. Probably my favorite like city to run in was Austin. Um, there's river areas, mountain areas. I used to work on the river. There's this beautiful bridge that you see a lot of photos of, big arch bridge, and I would run on that every day because my office was on one end of it. So I would run up about 8 miles and then back about 8 miles. So I would do like 16 miles a day, and I really liked that route, and it was beautiful, and you're in a canyon, and I didn't ever die, so that's good. Least favorite, I'll say, was when I was running in Los Angeles on August 12th, 2013, about a month after I got married. And at the last block of my 7 mile run, I got hit by a car. So that sucked. But otherwise, you know, LA just sucks to run it. Let's see. Solo Bolo asks Son of Orpheus. Yes, Solo Bolo. I am completely alone here in this space. So that is a thing that happens when you live not in a studio. So that's it. Invader says, I miss Jake's face on stream. Strem. Invader, I miss your chat in Strem. So chat with me more. Zeddy to Yeti. Jake, when in Oregon, what kind of hostility can I expect for showing up on your lawn shirtless? Hugs. That's what you can. That's the negative thing that you can expect is a lot of hugs. I would probably also be shirtless, and maybe I'm carrying an air pistol, but that's for your safety, not mine, because there are bugs around here, and I don't want you to get bit by a bug. Bugs are bad. Let's see. PS Wee 2008 asks, "What is love? What is love? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. I don't know. I've had it for a while. I like it. It's when you got it, you got it. We have seen some public displays of it lately. I know that Eddie and Shannon have discovered a love that has caused many bans and a lot of hostility. So love is when other people tell you to stop doing it and you keep doing. No, don't know, but you'll feel it when you feel it, and I hope you find it soon, PSW. 420 fam, did you enjoy the first Shrek movie? Yes. Yes, I did. It's great. It is a fantastic movie starring Shrek. Shrek side stream. Ooh, I would love to do that. I'm a believer. I think he's an all-star. I think everything about it would be good there. I would do all there are four Shrek movies. I would do all four Shrek movies straight through. Side stream the shit out of that. Skate Narek asks, "Pop quiz, hotshot. There's a bomb on the bus. Once the bus goes 50 miles an hour, the bomb is armed. If it drops below 50, it blows up. What do you do? What do you do?" I'd keep the bus above 50 miles an hour so the bomb doesn't go off. How hard is that? It's not a pop quiz. That's a very simple answer for a simple question. I would drive the bus fast. Then I would get like an aircraft refueler to come down and refuel the bus from the side so that it never ran out. And I would just keep driving it until I died. Of natural causes at the age of 108. Yep, 108 years old. That's how that would go. Sheer Scorpion asks, "Can you give any details about the thing that's been in the works for months?" We have a new studio. That's one of the things. There are other things coming. And you are going to go, what? What? When it is officially announced. And that should be pretty soon. Okay. PSW asks, "Hey now, are you an all-star?" Yes. Yes, I am. Not a basketball all-star, not a music all-star, not even a talking all-star, but an all-star nonetheless, because I all-star the all-stars. And I'm a Monstar as well. Skate Narek also asks, Memorial Day plans. Oof. Okay, so what is it? Today is May 23rd, so that's next Monday. Monday the 29th. That's my birthday. I'm going to turn 33 years old next Monday, so Memorial Day weekend is going to be a birthday weekend. Sunday night, I will be going to a vintage arcade with my friends and family locally here, and we're going to have, you know, a reasonable amount of beverages, be they water, caffeinated, possibly caffeinated. I haven't had caffeine in a while. Maybe bubbly, possibly even adult beverages like a whiskey or a wine or a beer. Some of those. I'll play a lot of Ms. Pac-Man, Tron, and Punch-Out. I think I'm trying to think of which pinball machines they have because I do enjoy some pinball as well. No Street Fighter 2 Turbo Championship Edition because that machine has a broken stick. So I'm not going to do that one. Son of Orpheus asks, "Can I prove I'm not a bot?" Does a bot have these moves? That's the one right there. That's the one that proves I'm not a robot. Not a robot. Cool. So that is my not a bot. Hayslip's Pudding Stir asks, Jake, who is the greatest hero or villain in the Marvel, DC, and Image universes? In the ensuing battle royale, which one comes out on top and how? Why? Okay. Right to the top of the pile. This might be the best question so far. Greatest hero or villain? Now, a lot of people will break this down to power set. I don't buy that. I don't think that's the way to go. I think your powers tend to be an extension of your personality, your psychology. Like, for instance, Spider-Man has a limited power set, but he's able to move very quickly. And then when things go wrong, it's because he wasn't able to get there in time. Same with the Flash. If the Flash is up against a villain, it's because he's unable to just run away from his problems. Superman is the problem, not the solution for this. So Superman, with his god power set, is way above everybody else power-wise, except for the Hulk, who, I mean, every time you say it, he escalates, he gets stronger and stronger. But because of that, he's less interesting to me as a character. I do like... I can't just... I mean, okay, so I'll show you. Like, this is... These are the ones that I have just like right on hand. I've got a Stan Lee, a Groot, a Spider-Man Miles Morales Spider-Man, an Unmasked Captain America, and a Jane Foster Thor. I'm a Marvel kid. And those are on hand. But let's see. We've got... This is really hard. I have more of a love for Spider-Man and like Hawkeye than most others. Captain America, the recent retconning stuff making him into a villain has made me uncomfortable with him, especially the way that I look walking around and having people go like, hey, you're totally cool with Captain America, right? Also white power. It's like, no, that's not me. I'm a nerd. I'm absolutely a nerd. It's really hard to think about. All I need is a good 7 or 8 hours to talk this question through, and then I'll have an answer for you. Steltech asks, would you like to go on a dinner date with me? Stel, come on. You know I do. Look, baby boy. Bring it down here. Down here. Down here. You, me. It doesn't have to be Korean barbecue, but it can be barbecue. We get some sauce on. We have some ribs. Glass of white wine. Appetit. Split some nachos. This is a very eclectic restaurant, by the way. We finish it up with one slice of cheesecake between the two of us. And you know what? I'm going to say one fork, too. So yeah, we'll be there soon. Back up to normal. Okay. Forgotten Toothpick asks, do I enjoy Korean barbecue? Yes, I do. I like Korean barbecue. Not my all-time favorite, but it's real good. Follow-up, would you like to Korean barbecue next time you visit? Yes, that sounds like fun. I'm in for that. PS Wii 2008 asks a serious question this time. Which direction do you see Attack heading in 5 to 10 years? 5 to 10 years. Okay. So let's see. Let's look backwards first. You got to look backwards to go forwards. 2 years ago, 2015, the Attack at this point is brand new. Nothing happening. It's just tiny studio. You got Los in there. You got Alex in there. You got Yaniv and Kevin. I think at this point in the year, no, that was it. I was hanging out. Phil was hanging out, but it was very small. So 2 years time, get to this point where we've got our second new studio in as many years. And this one is beautiful from what I've seen on the outside. It's massive. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of really cool things inside of it. So in 5 years, I would say we're probably bigger than Google, but that's like a conservative guess. 10 years from now, well, you'll all be speaking Attackese. There won't be English anymore. Attackese is mostly emojis, GIFs, and butt stuff. So You do speak like Ace Ventura out the butt, and that is also our traditional greeting. It's the two hand clasp with a pump pump at the end. So that's pretty much how that goes. Anything beyond that, we basically inject ourselves into your bloodstream, take over your entire genetic pattern, and you become one of us. So, yeah, I mean, I think just normal stuff, small growth things. That's it. Forgotten Toothpick again asks, what's a selfish thing you'd like to put on the attack wish list for when you visit? Maybe. Ooh. So let's see. I have a personal wish list that I have on Amazon. What would I transfer over to that list? I guess is the idea. Let's see. Look at my lists. How do you get to lists? Show me my lists. That's the Alexa wish list. Wish list. I would like an extended non-slip waterproof rubber-based 3mm thick gaming mouse pad. That'd be cool. Maybe a desk clamp for a blue microphone. You know what? World peace. That's what I would put on. I would put that on the list. World peace. Yep. That would be the thing. It's a selfish thing though. I just want some world peace. Skate Eric asks, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Right now, what time is it? It is 1:17 p.m. Pacific time. I don't have wind in here, so this is a little bit of a guess measurement, but it's still pretty accurate. She's in Osaka. Yeah, Osaka. Flying Queso asks, how many interns does it take to screw in a light bulb? Okay. This one is based on the number of interns you have as a whole. So let's say you have 5 interns. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're in a base 10 set. There are literally 5 interns in the place. You've got one person who has the light bulb in their hand. The next person down has to ask permission of their direct supervisor to make sure it's okay. Then there's another person behind them who's going to second guess that because they were told to be self-starters, so they're going to try and do it that way. The next person in the line is going to be like, well, no, we should really make sure that it's okay, and they're going to be in agreement with the second guy. So you've got the first one who's got the light bulb in the hand, the third one who's going to want to self-start and support that, 2 so far that need to go ask permission. Then the 5th guy is very anxious, doesn't really want to be there, signed up for the internship because he thought it was something else completely, and just kind of pees. So 5 out of 5. 100% of the interns available is the answer. Forgotten Toothpick asks, how many screws does it take to intern a light bulb? I think you meant inter a light bulb because you'd want to seal it for posterity to save it for later, right? So that the light bulb lasts for a longer time. Yep. Water. Correction on Flying Queso's question. He did not say how many interns does it take to screw a light bulb in. He did not say in. Ooh. Still 100%. Yep. Forgotten Toothpick also asks, are there any emotes you miss or would like to see? I liked Stop. I'd love to see Salt, but it's really hard to represent in a small space. I miss Bulb. I miss the mighty Bulbasaur. But for reasons, he died. He was delicious. Real good. Forgotten Toothpick also asks, who at the office would you swap jobs with for a week for a mutual learning or respect experience? Whew. Let's see. Corrado. Yeah. Corrado gets to do all kinds of stuff with creative on the show. He gets to work with Alex and really hone everything that you end up seeing on the show. So I'd love to see that from his shoes. He, I don't think he would get as much of a benefit from being in my shoes. So maybe it would be better to like do a triple swap, where like I'd swap into his thing, he'd swap into like he's done the camera work positions. Maybe maybe if he had to sit with Eddie and Eddie had to sit where I sit. That yeah. She attacks asks, who would bang to go West's King of Wishful Thinking? Oh yeah, that's a good song. Would bang, 100%. Our Silent asks, your Dr. Frankenstein now put together the perfect attack co-host and co-host. Okay. Head of Alex, body of Kevin, mind of Jeremy, um, Jason's hands, and for a surprise twist, no feet. Co-host. Okay. Well, okay, so we've got all that stuff put together. And what would we do for the co-host? Maybe okay. Co-host would be the body of Optimus Prime, with the head of Deinfeld, the mind of somebody's got to be able to bounce off the mind of Jeremy. Jeremy can roll with pretty much anybody, so the mind of okay, so we got the body of Optimus Prime, nice big body. Got the head of Deinfeld, so it's like a dinosaur's head on top of a cool ass robot that turns into a truck. Optimus Prime still can turn into a truck in this situation, so we have a co-host who can become a truck. And the mind of, you know what? I'm gonna bring the mind of Johnny Carson into it, because Johnny Carson and Jeremy, I think, could have a lot of fun together. And Johnny Carson has that like edgy internet thing going on, but he's an old man, so it gets real weird. I'd say Don Rickles, but too soon, so not him. That's what I would have for the host and co-host, and I do want to see a picture of that. Steve's mind, yeah, Steve's mind, not Johnny Carson's mind. So Steve's mind in Optimus Prime with the head of Deinfeld, talking to Jeremy's mind in Alex's head on Kevin's body with no feet. And because we're Frankensteining everything, I would have them do it on top of a cloud. The show would be done in Bespin, like in Star Wars. Nianu asks, would you be up for more community-driven content, i.e. community either on cam, pre-record, etc.? What are your worries about adding all of our lovely faces in? I love that idea. I've started adding a lot of created content to our YouTube because I think all of your stuff flows in. We have been adding, a lot of stuff to YouTube. It also shows up a lot more on front page. So like you're seeing these awesome videos that come together from like Best Carolina, and from Jason Woot, and there's a cat in here. There's a cat in this room. Oh, she's going for the chair. That's Kiki over there. She wants to be part of the show too. That's my girl. That's one of them. So I love seeing the videos already. As for like community reviews and doing stuff like that, hey, let's start putting something together. Let's start maybe not for the attack necessarily, but there's a lot of shows and we could do some cool things. Maybe even like I know it's been talked about in the past, doing like a fan show. So I'm not saying that this is a thing that's going to happen, but if we start it in Discord, it could turn into something really cool and it'd be a lot of fun and also fun. Yep, I like that. Next question comes from May Frost with the proper Topotswick emote. What is your favorite way to inject books into your brain? A physical book, an ebook, an audiobook, a radio play, or a comic adaptation? I enjoy comic books. Read them like comic books. comic books, comic books, comic books, comic books. Those are physical comic books, but I also have digital comic books. I have the Marvel Unlimited subscription. It is one of my favorite things in life because I get to read a ton of comics and they're all really well taken care of. They look great. That said, I do like having a physical book in my hand if I'm reading like a novel. I have like my hardbound copy of Ready Player One that I enjoy and have read a few times. One of my favorite books. I've got a softbound cover of Console Wars down on the floor right now. I do read a lot of pulp fiction, like Star Wars and Star Trek novels. So add one more point to the nerd board, which is right here above me. So I do like a physical book there. I did read a lot of Star Trek books as a kid, and it probably ruined my social life going into my 20s. So there's another confession for you. Forgotten toothpick. Why is Jake always picking up the slack? Nobody likes slack, but I especially am OCD about it, so I must pick it up. The slack must be destroyed. Invader, favorite Marvel character. Too many to choose from. Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Ms. Marvel, the new one, Captain Marvel, awesome. Captain America, like I said, I got some issues with him lately. Hulk, including like robot arm Hulk. Jane Foster Hulk is great. Captain America, Sam Wilson style. Spider-Man, Miles Morales is awesome. Doctor Doom, Magneto, his series by Cullen Bunn last year. Loved that. I do like a good villain mixed in every once in a while. So all of them? Paste Pot Pete? You know, the Trapster? Deadpool? Maybe, you know what? Actually, Jerry Duggan is probably my favorite Marvel character right now. And Scott Adsit, Agent Scott Adsit. Okay, next one down. How many hobos have I killed up to date? We promised not to talk about this. This was something that we discussed. I mentioned that to you in confidence. So I'll tell everybody else, I guess. 11. Out of the way now. Okay. That was from R Silent. Stealth62 asks, if the entire attack staff played Survivor, who would be eliminated first from the show? Ooh, okay. So I'm thinking traditional Survivor rules. You're on the island or in the woods somewhere. Let's see. We've got a lot of people that are very competitive, but I don't think that always works well in a Survivor situation because you're going to vote the most competitive people out first. Los is very competitive, and if he didn't win the first challenge with immunity, he would get eliminated because he's a threat. Los is... he's brick house. He's mighty mighty. Nathan R asks, what's your favorite dessert? I'm an ice cream guy. I like a good ice cream. DQ hooked me up with a Blizzard. In fact, DQ, if you want to sponsor the Attack Northwest office, I would get real fat on your stuff real fast. Real fast. Okay. PDX Gooner 420 asks, is it a possibility to have the whole crew come to Portland for a show? Also, favorite PDX restaurant or bar? I'll come up. I'll come hang out. I missed the last hangout in Portland and I felt real bad about it. Favorite restaurant in Portland or bar? Ground Control. Ground Control's awesome. And I can't remember a lot of names of the other restaurants in Portland, so that would do it. It's hard to run with two Blizzards in your hand, says Flying Queso. You are correct, but I'd still try. May Frost, with the proper Topotswick tag, asks, are you going to be at TwitchCon? And if not, can I crash on your couch? Well, I'm going to be at TwitchCon, but you can still crash on my couch, but it's like 2,000 something miles away from where the show is. So you might want to do that at a different time. But yeah, you're welcome to crash on the couch. I had Largo here last weekend, and he slept on my couch and had cats all over his face. So Stealth62 asks, how much money do you have in your wallet right now, and can you defend yourself in the parking lot after work? I'll answer the second one first because I have to count. Yes, I can defend myself in the parking lot after work. Not in a sprint, obviously. People saw that. But I can defend myself in a fight. I've been in too many, not recently, but I've been in a few. All right, money-wise, let's see here. 20, 40. Let's see, dude. 50. I'll count this all together. I'll count it all together. Let's see. Put the ones together. I didn't have it sorted out by bills. I apologize. Let's see here. 20, 40, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. $62 is what I had in my wallet. I went to the ATM yesterday. That would explain that. So $62. That's what I had. Mayfrost asks, are you related to Adam Savage? Nope, I'm not. We just are also nerds and like building stuff. So that's there. Moneymaker110 asks, why is Coral the most badass? Why wouldn't she be? Coral is the most badass. Not of us, of all. Fact. Largo Sensei, what's your day-to-day like being remote compared to being on site at the studio? So my job is very different from a studio job. I work on the business side, so I'm on the back end. I do some stuff that you guys see. I manage our social side, and if I'm not posting it, it's coming to me and we're writing it out. We get a lot of good help doing that. So I manage the social. The Patreon posts that you read, those are usually written by me, unless Eddie skips it and just writes one himself. Eddie, I love you. Sometimes that happens, but I do that stuff. I'm trying to get us some sponsorships for the new studio, keep the support going. Also manage some other things. We have some other projects that we do. So like my day-to-day starts about 6:30 in the morning. I start doing some early project stuff, schedule out kind of what I'm doing for the day. I have a call at 7:30 with part of the team. Then about 9 a.m., everybody starts rolling in for the attack stuff and check in with them, see what's going on, see if there's anything that they need that day. I also I draft up the schedules. So the schedule graphics that you see, sometimes the little graphics that end up online come through my desk. When I'm in the studio, it's just kind of studio time. I come in the same time as everybody else, start the day up that way, and try to keep doing what I'm doing normally here, but it's not always easy because there's so much stuff happening in the studio, so I just try and keep up. And let's see. Icebox asks, what's your origin story? I was born, I moved a lot, got fat, learned how to run, got skinny, went to Nepal to try and do good in the world, came back to America, decided, you know what, I'm going to take over the world, so I should probably get going on that. Had a few jobs, ended up here, and now I have a garage studio that's meant specifically for this. That's my origin story. Also, I got bit by a radioactive spider on the tip of an arrow, so I got superpowers. Mayfrost asks, did you find out more about your family history? A little bit. So I am not related to Michael Rosenbaum, although there was a time where he had hair and I had hair and our hair looked the same, and we also had the same jacket, and it was real weird because I had to call him and be like, Michael, look, man, we both have the Lex Luthor thing going on to begin with, so either get rid of the hair or I'll get rid of the hair. So we both got rid of the hair, and then we both got rid of the jacket, so nothing got resolved, but that's the story. Tattered Mind asks, where can I get a copy of your awesome toupee? Oh, that's not cool, man. You don't get one. Mech Engineers asks, barbecue chicken or ground beef nachos? Barbecue. Come on, man. May Frost, have you written any original stories? Yes, I have 3 novels that I've written and a few that were intended to be comic books, but they sit in a pile that nobody gets to read because I'm not super comfortable sharing that stuff out there. But yeah, I write stuff. I write a lot of stuff. Um, R Silent asks, "What are ghosts, and can one have sex with them?" Well, if you don't know what they are, you can't have sex with them. Also, if they don't want you to, don't. So figure out what they are, get their permission, and buy them a drink. Icebox asks, pick 5 people from Discord to be in your zombie apocalypse squad. No mods, no attack crew. Well, Icebox, because you're thinking about it, you're in. May Frost, I feel like you would be a great scout. That would be awesome. Jeff Fool has lived in extreme conditions. Oh, there's so many mods that I want to pick, though. Mods are the awesome people. Mods are real awesome. I'm going to look at the list here. I'm going to pick a couple randos, because you know what? Every zombie apocalypse squad has surprises. Forgotten Toothpick, you're in. And how about Stranger? Yep, that's my list. Young Sheldon, bad idea or worst idea? Worst idea. Worst. Worst idea. I do not enjoy anything about the Big Bang Theory. It hurts my soul. It makes me real mad sometimes. So, Young Sheldon is a worst idea. Shamil, do you miss the old sub animation? I sure do. Sometimes, man. Sometimes. Sorry, I'm like thinking about it now. It's just trailing off. How are there so many questions today? R Silent asks, what movie always makes you cry? Okay. There are 2. They're both Star Trek movies. Star Trek The Wrath of Khan. Human. Kirk's eulogy hits me here. Because then it goes from the eulogy right into Amazing Grace, and it's just tight score. Also, Star Trek Generations, The Death of Kirk. And then he dies. I cried when I was a little kid with that because that didn't make any sense to me because I hadn't processed what death meant at that point. And then Captain Kirk fucking died on me. So that sucked. Forgotten Toothpick. Biggest Marvel crush, we won't tell your wife. Lies. Biggest Marvel crush. All right. This one's going to surprise you, but it is very in type. She-Hulk. She-Hulk. She's a lawyer. She's strong. She's tall. She's got thighs. Muscly, like that. Solid abs. So, She-Hulk. Yeah. Icebox asks, what solo Marvel movie are you looking forward to the most? Solo movie is no longer really the way to think about it. It's a shared universe, so I like the idea that anything can happen anytime, that you can see people pop up. I would love to see. I mean, is the thinking here that this is something that's already announced, or is this a movie that I want to see? Because if it's a movie that I want to see, if it's a movie that I want to see happen, which character would I want to see that hasn't already had a solo movie? Really, really difficult. The Punisher movies have been bad. I would like to see a good Punisher movie, but the Punisher's not a character that I really enjoy all that much. Outside of like the Netflix series, John Barenthal, you're real good. Daredevil had a real bad movie. I'd like to see a good Daredevil movie. Elektra had a worse movie, and I'd like to see a good Elektra movie, but I don't really like Elektra all that much. Oh, you know what'd be really interesting? I'm gonna go back to the Magneto. I know I brought him up earlier, but you know what? She-Hulk. Same answer. She-Hulk movie. Yep, that would be the one. Swift Undertow. Does anyone else think that Jake looks like Adam Sessler's younger, sexier brother? Let me climb on my soapbox and say thank you, because thank you, that is a very nice thing to say. Thank you so much. But I do not agree. I don't. He's so much more attractive. Mech engineers, punk rock or heavy metal? Punk rock, by far. R Silent, why did video kill the radio star? Because it was asking for it. Although I do like listening to the radio still. Pankey asks, would you get laser hair removal on your scalp? No. I shave my head every 3 days. It's great. I shaved yesterday. It's nice and smooth. Feels nice. R Silent asks, do you believe in aliens? Yes, I do. I don't know that they're here, but I think there's too much space for there to not be other things. May Frost asks, can you guess my favorite porn subreddit? I have to tap into it. R. It's like there's a cloud around, there's a cloud around this. It's oh no, I can't. I need more time. I'm sorry. Shamil, Mac or Windows? Windows. Android or iOS? iOS. Murphy 2D, what is your guilty pleasure band? Go ahead and pull the phone up here. Guilty pleasure implies that I should be ashamed of the music. And if you like music, you should just like the music that you like. So let's look at my music and artists. I love the shit out of Green Day. I don't know if that's shameful, but I feel like they get a lot of backlash lately, like the last couple years. I love the shit out of them. I like Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. I think it's good, like Northwest rapidy stuff. I enjoy listening to it. I don't listen to it a lot, but they're good. Oasis, Pixies. Don't really like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Run the Jewels is awesome. They're not really shameful though. That's the thing is I like the music because I like it. I have a playlist by Weird Al that's just the polkas. I like listening to just the polkas because I like his like smashed together bunch of pop songs all at once. What nickname best fits the attack staffer? Like we're talking like daily dose? Because, I mean, you get a daily dose of those. Karadimus is because he's strong and DJ-y. Kevin is good. Kev Cap is good because that's his name together. Eddie is just Eddie. J for Jason. That seems pretty accurate. Kisses, hugs, or belly rubs from Zeddy to Yeti. I'm a hugs guy. Definitely hugs. May Frost, what best country is for CSGO? Shockingly, the Ukraine. I didn't expect it, but they are. And then I'm going to go ahead and run through just the last couple that are in the YouTube chat and then call it a day. You guys are amazing. Best question, I think, goes to Hayslip's Pudding Stir. I think that's the winner is for the question of greatest hero or villain in the Marvel, DC, and Image universe in the ensuing battle royale. Which one comes out on top and how/why? Because I couldn't get to the answer because it would take me all day to do it. So Hayslip's Pudding Stir, I'm gonna send you a thing. So you send me your info. Now the questions inside of here. Who doesn't sort by Bill? Madness. Kirk dies. Spoilers. These aren't really questions. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for putting up with a really weird staff cast, I think, from inside my house. You know what? I'm gonna show you real quick. This is my place. Over here, we got a little quick sketch with some Oregon and some attack logo. It's being held down in place by 25-pound weight, which is meant for working out. That feels good. Feels real nice. Like I said, these are comic books over here. I got a couple keyboards. Got a music MIDI keyboard. That's cool. There's some slurm and some overcharge here, which is probably bad by now, but the slurm at least is warm, so you know it's good. I have a companion cube that was made for me by a friend. So your curiosity is sated. I have a sensor for Oculus right here. There's another sensor over here. There's lights. There's a TV right behind. I'm going to go ahead and flip this around. See, look, there's a TV, and there's a light, and there's an Oculus sensor, and there's an Oculus sensor, and there's Oculus controllers, and there's old license plates, and a airsoft rifle, and a bow and arrow. So those are things. Squirrel Girl. Yes, Squirrel Girl is really good moneymaker. I do enjoy Squirrel Girl. That's a helicopter outside. And with that, you guys are amazing. Follow me on Twitter at JDBadluck, also on Instagram that way. If you want to ever watch me stream, I do stream sometimes on Twitch at Sunstrokel, SUNSTROUCKEL. That's my last name with the word sun in front of it. And watch the attack. You're already doing that because you guys are amazing patrons. I'm going to send you guys some thank yous very soon. Hazel's Pudding Stir, send me your info. And you're amazing. Bye-bye.